Good morning, Ron, and good morning, everyone. It is Friday, May 1st. Here's what's happening. President Trump says Iran wants to make a deal. Talking to reporters from the Oval Office yesterday, Trump said even with the economic gains going on in the U.S., he had to put out what he called, quote, a little fire in Iran. Trump said the current obstacle to ending the war is not knowing who's leading their country right now, with most of its leadership killed. Trump again predicted gas prices will drop once the war is over. House Republicans have finally passed a Department of Homeland Security funding bill. The bill, already passed in the Senate, funds most of DHS minus ICE and Border Patrol. Those two agencies are expected to be funded through the reconciliation process. DHS, which includes the Secret Service and TSA, has remained unfunded for 76 days. That's the longest funding lapse for a single federal department in U.S. history. The Holy See has ruled that several churches in the Diocese of Buffalo, New York, do not have to contribute funds to the Diocesan Abuse Settlement Plan. In 2024, Bishop Michael Fisher announced that about a third of the diocese's parishes would be closed or merged, and at the same time, those closing would be levied an assessment allocation decree that required the church to send some of its funds to the settlement. The diocese released a statement yesterday saying the Vatican's decision only affects parishes that appealed their contribution levels and that, quote, parish funds designated for the settlement have been segregated into a separate account administered by the parish, until which time they will be turned over to fulfill the abuse settlement. During a debate on the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons at the United Nations in New York on Wednesday, the Holy See's Permanent Observer Mission warned that nuclear deterrence heightens the risk of conflict around the globe. They called for stronger International Atomic Energy Agency safeguards and renewed its support for a nuclear weapon-free zone in the Middle East. It also warned against the use of AI in determining targets, which can obscure the moral weight of life and death decisions. And the Holy Father's prayer intention for May is that everyone might have enough food. Here is Pope Leo XIV in his monthly Pray with the Pope video released yesterday.
Awaken in us a new awareness that we learn to thank for every food, to consume simply, to share with joy, and to care for the fruits of the earth as a gift from you, destined for all.
According to the World Food Programme's 2026 Global Outlook, 318 million people will face food crisis or even worse situations this year. And that is the news this morning. I'm Matthew Handley. Back we go to Toledo. Here's Ron, Dave, and Pat.